Hello there. You've got a YouTube video and you're wondering how to get views on it. You're wondering, how can I market my YouTube video? There are certainly some things that you don't want to do, that you might be tempted to do. And we're going to talk about some things that you can do. In fact, there's a way that you can make your video have a built-in audience. This is what I do. I produce over 50 different YouTube channels that we use as marketing for businesses. I'm going to show you how we do it. Now, the only type of videos that you ever want to pay to have people watch are promotional videos. So if you've made a commercial, right, you've taken people through that emotional journey and you've got a call to action at the end to buy something or to go to a landing page to buy something, those are the only type of videos that you ever want to pay. If instead you're thinking, well, I just want to grow my channel, I want to boost it, I want to help speed it along so I can grow my subscribers, so I can grow my following, I've got these great videos, I teach the most amazing content, why don't I just pay a little bit to get people to come and watch it? So do not ever do that. Now, I say do not ever. Feel free to test and experiment with whatever you want, but time and time again, I've done experiments and a lot of my clients have done experiments and it actually hurts your channel. Now, years ago, there was a gentleman named Crestani. I produced his channel and he came to me prior. He had grown his channel to 65,000 subscribers, but he is a paid ads expert. He's an affiliate marketing expert. And so his whole channel was built by ads. It had about 65,000 subscribers, but it had no comments. It had no lead generation. And as a channel itself, all the views that he got, he wasn't generating ad revenue because he was actually paying for these views. But then he learned about the strategies that I teach and actually started producing his channel for a year. Over the next year, his channel transformed because we stopped paying for any type of views. Everything we did followed the strategy that you're going to learn. Each episode had a built-in audience. So when he launched a video, it would attract new people who've never heard of him before that would want to subscribe. And it did turn into a lead generator for his business. After 12 months, we had grown the channel to around 250,000 subscribers. It had lots and lots of comments, so lots and lots of engagement on the channel. He actually turned on ad revenue, and that wasn't the focus of the channel. But in the 12th month, just that month, it brought in $18,000 in advertising revenue that YouTube paid him. But the most exciting change is this channel had become a massive lead generator, like hundreds and hundreds of students coming to him, purchasing his courses, purchasing his coaching programs every single month. So the exception I talked about is if you're paying to send people to a promo video, you actually want to keep those separate. So have two different YouTube channels. The organic channel where you're really going to build a following and pull in people who've never heard of you before, and a second channel for your paid ads. The reason you don't want to mix that is because they're two different audiences and it messes up the algorithm. You've got to create a channel and train the algorithm of who is the target audience here. And because all of these people on paid traffic are cold and you've worked so hard to warm up the people over here, you don't want those audiences to mix. You can certainly send people from the paid channel to the organic one if you'd like. But again, that's not even my recommendation because this video, you want to get people to go from the promo video right to your website to go and make a purchase. You're not trying to grow or build a YouTube channel. These are advertisements for your products or services, your programs. Now, another idea that is common, people will say, well, I've got this great content, I've got this great video, and I've got an email list. So why don't I email my list and have my audience start to watch these videos? Well, there's some pros and cons to doing that. One, the whole goal of the strategy that I'm going to teach you is to use your YouTube channel as a way to market your business. So that means you want your videos to be seen by people who've never heard of you before. People who are finding your video for the first time, getting introduced to you, building a relationship with you, and then those people are joining your email list. So the goal isn't, how can I get people to watch my videos and let's use my email list to send it out and get views, all right? So an email list is a great place to nurture. You can use email to market, but for right now I'm talking about nurturing. If you're sending out a weekly newsletter, you're keeping people top of mind, you're nurturing them. And so if you want to use a YouTube video and email it out to them, there's a right way and a wrong way of doing that. But know that that is nurturing. You're not now going to be marketing to them because these videos are built for people who've never heard of you before. So here's the wrong way to use your email list. You just say, hey, you want to see my latest video? Here's the link. Because when they sign into their email inbox, they're looking to have an email experience. It's a written experience. Sometimes there's images or visuals, but they're expecting to read something. And if you're saying, hey, let's not read, let's actually leave email, go over to YouTube and watch a video, that's not going to be a pleasant experience, and those emails aren't going to perform as well as if you had a transcript or an article talking about the same content, or maybe you transcribe the video, polish it up, turn it into an article. So when you email somebody, you're emailing them something helpful in the form of an email. And at the bottom, it can say, hey, and if you'd like to watch the video on the same subject, here's the link. Now here's something that's kind of fun. Because the strategy that I teach and that you're going to learn here on this channel is how to attract people through search. So when they're going to Google or YouTube and they're typing in a question, we make it so that your videos appear at the top. So you'll start to have a lot of videos that do that. You know, for different questions, your videos will start to rank at the top. And when that happens, here's something fun you can do. You can take the question that you're ranking at the top for, go to YouTube, put that question in the search bar, hit search, your video will appear at the top. Well, then you go and you grab the URL. So what the URL is it's youtube.com/ and a whole string of characters that relate to the search. So if you take that URL and that's the link that you share in your email or anywhere else that you might want to share this video, when they click on that link, it'll take them to the YouTube search page where they see your video at the top. So it is important for you to follow the strategies that I teach so that your videos do rank at the top. But then how that shows up in the data is it shows up as this view came from YouTube search. So there is a way to have marketing built into every single episode that you create so that your videos appear at the top of YouTube for searches that your target audience is asking. And there's a way of focusing in just on your target audience. So think about what would that do for your business if there's a way of just packaging that into the video itself so you don't have to pay to promote it out there. So I'm just going to show you some examples. Look up here in the search bar. It says how to get business credit with poor personal credit. If you type that question into YouTube, look who's at the top. We've got Noel Randall in position 1 and 2. If you type in buying vacant land in Florida, look who's at the top, Brent Bowers. If you type in are fixed indexed annuities a good investment, there's Stan the Annuity Man. And if I didn't say this already, these are all channels that I produce. There's Doug Andrew at the top. There's Jason Schroeder. He's in position 1, 3, and you can see his bald head in the top of video 4. In position 2 and 3, there's Michelle Villalobos. There's Jason Hewlett at the top. There's Nicole Espinosa in the top 1 and 2. There's Ted Thomas. There's Dan Good. There's Viral Workman. There's Laurel Langmeyer. Now with that understanding, I want to teach you my 3-video YouTube funnel for lead generation. I've created that in a separate episode, so I'll link to that on the screen here. I'll also put it in the description below. Definitely go learn about my 3-video funnel in the next episode.